Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have quite a few different things to go and cover. We actually have one of the biggest kind of cool announcements we have to go and cover in regards to brand new PlayStation partnerships and also future broadcasts, future announcements, all that type of stuff. We have a little more of a deep dive of literally the best gaming monitor we've been kind of talking about a lot throughout this past week or so. But I want to go a little bit more on the in-depth and talk about the reservations and price points and everything else too as well, and how cool it actually is. And as well, we also have a very cool Xbox deal too on top of it. So a bit of a nice little laid back and relaxing video, so if you guys will stay tuned and enjoy. And as well, hope you guys are having just a good day, good and lovely night. As I mentioned, we're going to be talking a lot about this in general for the nice little Samsung EO, and also like I said, other various things too as well. So check that out now, link down below, get that free reservation. There's a few more days up there, there's no obligation needed, and we're going to talk about why it's pretty much one of the coolest things we've had a chance to see, and why we kind of been public, like talking about it a lot throughout the channel itself. Don't worry, not every video in the next, like maybe after the next few days or so, but well, don't worry, this is not going to be like a 3-month thing or anything like that, but those are linked down below. Same with the Twitter, the Twitch, and everything else all tied on in, the Weebles, Coinbases, all that good stuff, Amazon links, and let's go dive in the video itself. So, the very first and foremost things, I want to talk about some pretty cool deals. So if I'm trying to go mention up other deals and other reservations for you guys, I want to bring up this one for you guys too as well. So in case you guys have missed it, we've had a little bit of controversy, a little bit of drama when it comes to Xbox and the Xbox Game Pass as of recently. But just in case you guys want to go check and see, there actually is a brand new special offer that's actually ongoing as of right this second. So if any of you guys want to, I've been seeing this floating around, I think it's somewhat on the newer side as of like literally today, or if you guys go and buy 1 month of Xbox Game Pass for literally $1, you guys actually do go get 2 months for free. So that's a nice little like extra promo and in all honesty, kind of a good deal. So you're basically paying $1 for 3 months of Xbox Game Pass. Now, there has been a little bit of controversy as of recently going on in general, but at the same time, I think that's a pretty good deal. Like, I think that's not too bad. So if you guys want to go check it out, super worthwhile. I have like no affiliate link or anything like that with it, but $3 or $1 for 3 months of Xbox Game Pass, especially during the summer, and when there's not really that many games out, it kind of makes a lot of sense. There's been a few new releases. They add new stuff all the time, and as I'm sure you guys know, we're usually pretty pro Xbox Game Pass here. So all around, super cool, or if you guys just get your Xboxes recently, feel free to. Now, we have a little bit more on the PlayStation news side in a second, but I do want to go and kind of take a little bit of a talk on this and why this is probably one of the best gaming monitors, especially even for your PS5 or Xbox and everything else. Because as you guys know, we've been talking about this a lot throughout this past week, and the big reason why we're even doing it, I always like the idea of transparency, is I've done a few promotions with Samsung and all that type of stuff. So sometimes I'll have a chance to work with them and do still kind of what we're doing right now. That's why I'm mentioning on my YouTube channel, on Twitter, or all that stuff. So for this, it's literally, if you guys want to reserve it, if this is probably literally going to be one of the best monitors we'll see in probably for a few years. Like if you literally want to even reserve it, you have no commitment, no obligation, nothing else you have to go do with it. You can even cancel it as is, and it should be, I think, coming out like on the 6th or 7th or so. So very, very, very soon. So if you guys want to click on it, check it out, you guys totally can if you guys would like to. And the big reason though is that this is literally the pinnacle of gaming. This would probably be literally one of the best things you guys can go buy for even like your normal gaming on like say like on your desktop or your PS5 or Xbox. And there's two things I want to know. Number one is I kind of want to give one away, which is why I'm even talking about this on my channel. Because as you guys know, if you work with companies, you sometimes either get connections on the fact that you can give stuff away, or you can always just use that money you make off that stuff and try to give someone out. So if you guys would want one under that, and leave a comment section down below or check out the link, and if we have enough like reservations and people checking it out in the first place, you want to know what? I think I'd be down just to hook you guys up, especially if it's something I think you guys would like or something you guys would appreciate. But there's a few kind of really cool features of why this would be probably one of the best things out there. And we actually have a video over here too from Sam Mobile, who I think was at CEX. I'm gonna just go and showcase up some of the stuff with it muted to kind of just because it's really cool angles to showcase over here. Hopefully they'll mind, but like I said, I had a quick little glance on the video itself. It was just awesome. It just basically showed everything I wanted to go and ever show ever. So thank you. If you like, the monitor itself is not even fully out yet from the CES feature, but I just want to go and showcase up it and talk about this in the first place because this is sick. This is the Samsung even monitor I'm literally talking about over here. And this bad boy is 240 hertz. Like, I don't think you guys understand how this is even future-proofed, even probably for the PlayStation 5 Pro and probably the Xbox Series X Pro, which is probably one of the fantastic things. Now, of course, when it comes to trying to capture stuff on camera and stuff like that, you can't fully see all the frames or the smoothness or whatever, you know, going from, like, say, your phone camera to anything else. But this monitor is probably one of the best things we've ever seen, like, in terms of graphics, in terms of specs, in terms of, like, the actual availability features on top of this. And, as you guys probably know, they'll probably have a nice proper HDMI 2.1 port and display ports and everything else as we kind of have now for these higher end monitors. And this is phenomenal. Like, I love seeing this type of stuff, and this probably, if you guys were to buy this type of monitor, not that you guys have to, if you guys never want to, just always have the link down below for the options, but this is insanity. Like, if you guys look at this stuff, it's probably one of the coolest things I've had a chance to see, and more so if you guys see it from the side. And that's, I think, one of the coolest aspects of it, because it's curved, and as well, they have all the proper features, and as well has a 240 hertz, and as well hits 4K, which obviously a lot of people want to push the 4K, and ideally 4K 144 hertz is going to be hopefully the big staple in the near future, let alone higher hertz gaming if possible. I do keep on seeing a lot more 240 hertz for gaming when it comes to PC, especially for PC, but also for consoles too as well. And like, if you guys don't know a higher hertz monitor, it's just a higher refresh rate, which kind of gives you a, like, basically imagine like you can see something in double time. So instead of 30 frames, you go to 60. So instead of 144 frames, it goes to 240. Like, it's insane to go and see the difference. I have a 144 hertz monitor myself, and I can't even manage myself at a 60 hertz monitor ever again. Like, that's just how big of a difference it is. It's kind of the comparison for going from a single monitor to a double monitor. It's a game changer. Like, your entire life changes. So that's why I keep on mentioning this one, because this will probably be literally the end game monitor. If you guys were to buy this stuff, not that you guys have to, like, this is not like a sponsored post. They're not giving me money to go promote this or talk about this. I just think that I myself am so tempted because the monitor is golden. Like, this is like that next level. This is like when you have like the iPhone like 15, when you had like an iPhone like 11. You know, you kind of just did that big jump and you're like, wow, like the battery is good, the lights are good, everything. And also in terms of the actual specifics, I think it's probably one of the nicest higher like LEDs. And when it comes to everything else in terms of just everything, like the HDR support, and like you probably have the most perfected VRR support too as well. Like, everything with this would just be phenomenal. Now, I'm not the biggest monitor guy, but I've looked into TVs recently. I just got my my LG OLED, my good old fancy TVs out there, trying to go finally get in the 21st century. But this is cool. That's why I keep on mentioning on it and talking about it in our videos itself, while we have the links for it down below, because it is a absolute beauty. And of course, probably would be the best thing you guys can go and get for future proofing for your consoles, but as well also for PC gaming, especially with the 4K series cards that should be, I think, rumored for this upcoming July. So I just want to go talk about a little bit because I've had a lot of people ask about it, and we've kind of mentioned on the videos itself. So I'll just put a little bit more extra detail on it, because if I'm talking about stuff and promoting stuff, I'd rather you guys at least know why we think it's cool, or why you should sign up for it, or why you should want to check it out in the first place. So keep that in mind as well. As the links for it down below, no obligation needed, and I think it's almost coming out in a week or so. So this isn't like future tech from 3 years from now. It's like in a few days. So I think it's kind of cool. I just want to give a little more extra, I guess, talk on that too as well. And kind of go and wind down the video too on top of this too, there's a little bit of an intriguing PlayStation event we've seen. So as you guys know, and I kind of want to highlight this too because it's kind of just been big gaming news with it, as you guys know, PlayStation actually does have their State of Play coming in on Thursday. So basically you guys can see the tweets. We're 2 days away from the brand new State of Play. Settle in for just under 30 minutes of exciting updates starting at 3 p.m. PST, which is 5 p.m. up here in the good old Chicago. So as you guys know, cool. But one really big thing to note on the top left is the Summer Game Fest. Interesting. So if you guys also go look towards the Summer Game Fest too as well, here's a look at more than 30 partners that will participate in Summer Game Fest activities across June. Stay tuned for more announcements and details in the coming days. So this alone by itself is always cool. Like, just by brand new stuff like this in general, cool. But we see 2K. Interesting. We see Activision. So many more Call of Duty news. Interesting. We see Atlas. Interesting. We see Bandai, we see Bloober, we see Capcom, we see like Little Deep Silver, Devolver, we see EA, Epic Games, Focus, Frost Giant, Humble, Mohio, so think like they're probably the brand new games too as well. Netflix with maybe like the more Stranger Things games. PlayStation, Samsung Gaming Home, Sega, Square Enix, Steam, Xbox, all coming over here for the partner lineup for the Summer Game Fest. So this is very intriguing stuff. Mainly because we usually don't see PlayStation do like a big partnership. They did have a little bit with E3, but they end up kind of ditched on them. And this is pretty much the switch up from E3. Like, we have the good old Jeff Knightley, the same guy who does the Game of the Year awards, and he's trying to get all these people together and make his own brand new show. So it's very intriguing to see that we might see even more game announcements. We might even see maybe more sneaky events going on with the Summer Games Fest, and as well just the fact that we're seeing more and more games and all these huge game studios, like I mentioned, like Capcom, like Activision, the Epic Games, Xbox, PlayStation, everything kind of nuts to see. So I do think this like upcoming next few weeks when it comes to new games, game announcements, release dates, trailers, and everything might be a little bit more bigger than we're expected, especially with these unexpected partnerships and unexpected deals. So at the end of the day, I think this is looking pretty good. So like I said, if you guys want to go and check out the nice little monitors, as I gave you guys a little bit more of a kind of proper talk on it, feel free to down below. It's all free. Just want to check on it, click on it. You guys totally can too as well. When it comes to everything else too, such as the Game Fast and the Xbox rewards, let me know what you guys kind of think about it down below. And I hope you guys all have a good rest of your nights. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller, Twitter and Twitch room down below, the Weeble and Coinbase down below, everything else down below. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching as always. You guys are all great.